But now let's do this again. So we visit the Shorebear clan that lives above ground because we need the tools to cut the javel in a way that's necessary for the scepter. And yeah, the dwarvish lord of my clan came to negotiate it, but that's gonna backfire. Like, you see, they say it has to be a pretty small clan, which enrages Durstorn even further. Remember, he has been exposed to the Ruby of Fire. I kind of forgot how the Ruby is named because I only remember the Scepter Fire. So he was exposed to the Ruby of Fire. That means he's likely to be more rash, more aggressive, more violent, and that's gonna show. Like, of course, they offer quite a bit of money to land, to lease. I think lease is the right word. To lease those tools they need, but they can't really afford to offer a lot because Rugnur at the beginning, when he made a deal with Haldrick, he said he asked for way too little money. So yeah, now they're in a bind. Either they pay the price for the tools and make no profit, or they don't pay for the tools and make no profit as well because they can't fulfill the contract. So, and Durstorn is taking the aggressive route. He decides to slaughter the enemies, which is like not the usual way to do this. For the record, I've tried this scenario before, and I lost, sadly. And this time I try to be a bit more aggressive, basically. And here, look, I found another Griffin Rider. He was like, look, the Griffin, he's flying. I wish we could do that too. And a Griffin calls another Griffin with a dwarf jumping on top of it. And now, this is why we have Griffin Riders. See? Not gonna recall any of them those, because right now I have to take this place as fast as possible. I have only 24 turns, and you can see there's another enemy side. So deal with this one first, then look if I still have to deal with the other one, and let's be fast about it. So loyal units, of course, especially runesmiths because they have magic attack, but then mostly level 3 units because they deal no damage. I'm not gonna go over Dwarven Stalwarts because I need to be aggressive about this. I can't afford to. But let me unskip the enemy moves first and show combat. I can't be slow about this. I can't try to defend instead of attacking. That's a problem. It's something I can probably deal with. Already I have to if I want to win. So let's rush this. Level 3 units get priority with moving, of course. Then those two are very close to leveling up, so I'm gonna attack them too. And let's go. This is all I can recall and recruit this scenario, and I have to make do with this. And look, it's the elf that chased me ages ago, like so long ago, and made me close the doors. And problem, of course, the dwarves usually dwarves and elves are enemies, but in this case they are gonna ally against me because I have the Ruby of Fire, the elves want it, and I attack the dwarves, so the dwarves want me dead too, so they can come to an agreement. So now the scenario objectives change from just killing him to moving all my units inside the cave. You see they've got doors, so technically I could decide to close them and lock the elves out. But for that, of course, I have to defeat the enemies inside the cave first. That's what I gotta do, and that's what I'm gonna do indeed. if it wasn't quite as snowy, I would have a far easier time moving around. But like this, it slows me down greatly. It's quite painful. And of course they try to defend the caves more than just running outside, which kind of makes sense. I don't want to fight with those two, or rather I don't want to fight with them yet. I just want to move a bit closer so I can move in more easily. Cave, and yeah, let's keep out of range. And move a couple more. If I try to just attack them there, I'm not gonna achieve much. After all, this place is quite well defended. And like my best, the best thing I could do would be to rush into this place and then, yeah, take them down. Okay, so this is not a good idea because Krag could be trapped between one of the riders or scouts and the dwarf stalwart, which would be pretty bad for obvious reasons, I think. So I'm just gonna go there and bait one of the dwarves out and attack it there, and yeah, distract it from this gate. Like as I was trying to say before I interrupted myself, I want to move as many units as possible inside the cave before the fight starts, because outside of the cave I have not a good time against them. Inside of the cave I wouldn't have an advantage against them, but at least I wouldn't be quite as disadvantaged as I am. That's the point. There's another dwarf. Let's bait this one. So I wanna get rid of this one. It means lots of magic. And hopefully a couple of hits as well. And with this one out of the way... Oh, I totally overlooked the stalwart there, damn it. I was like, okay, I've removed this guy, now I can just storm in. But that doesn't exactly work, I'm afraid. But I can move in there, that's good. Also those guys can just move in there as well. That's not a good thing. So let's keep moving, let's keep remembering that the level 2 units are allowed to move farther than the level 1 units and so on. And lots of dwarves moving outside is helpful as well. If I can maybe stop this enemy leader from moving back to keep, I can also stop him from recruiting more units. Which would of course help. And I really have to make sure to catch there very fast, otherwise the elves are gonna be a real pain. First of all, boom. Then I don't wanna fight any of those, I just wanna heal this one. I want to remove those enemies. Yeah, that should be possible. Very nice indeed. I can stop this one though, but I can sure damage this one a lot. And for those guys. So I'm kinda ignoring those because they can take a lot of hits. And I don't have the time to watch them taking hits. So I kinda have to speed this up a bit. So this one is basically forced to attack this one. So he's not gonna attack anyone else. Good. This one could totally kill him. That's not so good, so I'm just gonna move out of the way. He's useless while he's over there, so whatever. All heroes are annoying. Okay. So, and I have a chance to close, to block the elves out down there. Pretty good chance, actually. I think, yeah, I should be able to do that. And if I can do that, I've pretty much won. Because I've got more forces and higher level forces. Like, see, he's only got 11 units. 2, 3, 4 of them are still outside. So not a threat, of course. And yeah, let's see this. With this, they won't be able to move in. That's perfect. Then I still want to see this guy going down, of course. And I don't really have to think about what happens later. I can just spend all my effort, or put all my effort into killing the enemies and removing them. Because then, once I've done that, the scenario is over anyway. Boom. So let's keep those ones closed up. Ouch. Mm-hmm. And while I'm at it, I'll be trying to take as many villagers as I can. Because, well, less villages for them means more for me, and also means less income for them. Means less enemies. Okay, so at this point I'm pretty safe, I think. Like, of course I will have to save Alanin a bit, but not much. And the others, yeah, it's a done deal. Like last time I had a way worse opportunity to move in, or rather I went for a really bad one, leading to my defeat. But this time I've got pretty good chances. So I'm moving outside of the cave, because if I move him there, they can move in. Same if I do it like this. First remove the enemies. Not with this one, but with this one. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and as long as the elves cannot move inside of the cave, it's fine by me. Like, those two are doing a perfect job. That's the first one down. So yeah, he's just saying, let's get the tools, move back into our hills, but that's not possible. So they have to stay in here. So yeah, once I've defeated all the enemies inside the cave, I can just close the gates. I would love to do this very turn, but those two and this one are gonna make this kind of difficult. But I do my best to be quite fast about it. Like, I have to, because my life depends on it. Boom. Or not. So of course I would like to have more involved runesmiths, but I have so many of them. I should maybe go for a steel clad once in a while. Like I have not much of an idea about the debates about which unit is better or worse or something. But I do think that what was I trying to say? I do think that having one of each kind is always helpful, because that way you will always have some kind of unit to deal with the situation at hand. Granted, that's only true if you get the right kind of your recruit list. But yeah, having one kind of each unit gives you the best chance at having a tool to deal for the job at hand. Words are difficult. So probably this one has to die, but let's focus on this one first. That was dumb, because now he can't attack. I could have moved him here or where the steel thread is placed. That was a mistake. Like, for one, less units can attack, and for two, I have those units that do attack what was I trying? Are likely to have to go on the flat where they have bad defense. Okay, so I think I just have to remove this one and then I've done it. Nice. Boom. I did it. Kinda funny that they are standing inside of the gates, but it's good. It's fine. I did it anyway. So, and like this, I basically had to fight 4 of the enemy units, not at all. And I had to kill 11 units, so 4 out of 14 units, it's like that's a third of the enemies. Right, let's end the scenario. So yeah, this was pretty fast. I'm just gonna end the stream for a moment, rename the stream, restart the stream, and do the next scenario. Actually, I thought it would take longer. I'm surprised, but I'm not unhappy at all. See you in a moment.